Stuart and I have known each other since we were about 7 years old, but only really actually took on a friendship when we were about 14.
And I started getting up to all sorts of mischief.
There was something in me that wanted to rebel, that wanted to do what others wouldn't do.
It was kind of in that place where I think, like, for myself, it was kind of a thing of, I need to make something of myself here, you know, like, I don't want to get bullied here, or I don't want to get pushed around. Any boundary or limit we did have, we wanted to push it. And that's where, you know, it starts with marijuana, and then the next thing it's cocaine, and then it's some other chemical drugs. And
it was alcohol, it was drugs, and for me, I just remember, if I think back, guilt, eh? Yes, I felt guilt because I don't think you can go through that knowing or thinking that it's okay and right.
That caused even more brokenness inside you, because now you realize you were doing something, but now you didn't even know how to stop it.
Yes, I had a guilty conscience all the time, you know. I even remember often at night thinking, yes, what if I had to go now? Oh, I don't want to go now because I know what will happen if I go now.
I left school broken. I left school with pretty much a bad reputation with people in my school and the teachers and everyone in my school. I didn't leave school with good marks. All money and all time, spare time was spent on alcohol and drugs, because that was momentary soothing for me. I eventually got robbed of all joy I had.
Oh, something amazing really happened for me when I was 19. So it was those 6 years for me of just destruction, brokenness, emptiness, no joy, no peace, really hating my life and just finding a way out or even a way for it to end. And there was one day, I just remembered contemplating my life, looking at just what I had chosen and just considering just the guilt that I have, and I just, in my crying, I just remember sitting back and I just looked up, and I'll never forget these words, but I said, God, if you can help me, what must I do? I don't know why I asked him, I don't know, but I asked God, if you can help me, what must I do? And I'll never forget that as soon as I finished that sentence, I heard Jesus speak to me, and he said, come to me, my boy. And my heart's response was, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And I just remembered realizing about 3 weeks later that, hey, my addictions, my cravings, my desires, everything I hated and wanted to stop and I couldn't, I was set free of. I have peace now, which I didn't have before. I have joy now, which I didn't have before. I just had broken emptiness.
Yeah, so where I came to know Jesus, like living that life that I spoke of before, brokenness, emptiness, destruction, everybody's upset with me. You know, I'm not the man I thought I was. At the age of 20 years old, I had a daughter with a 17-year-old girlfriend, and I continued this life of now I'm a dad, and drinking, drugs, coming home. I realized that I'm tired of hurting people around me. I just remember waking up one morning and being like, this is it. And I was like, I just don't know what to do from here. And I remember going on my phone that day, and I was lying in bed, and I went on Facebook, and I saw him that day on Facebook, and I was like, yo, Matthew Smith-Bolton, I know him. And I saw how happy he looked. And I messaged him, and he came back with saying, let's meet up, you know. So we met up, and it was at that moment he said to me, well, let me tell you about Jesus. I've actually just died to that life, and I've come alive to the life that Jesus says I come alive into, to be born again as if I never sinned. The peace that came, the love that came, you know, just to love people, it was really something I didn't love people at all, I hated people.
So I got the privilege of leading my friend Stuart to Jesus and seeing his life radically changed. Got to baptize Stuart in repentance, and then Jeremy as well. Then the two of us, Stuart and myself, both got to baptize Jeremy together. Whether you've done the kind of stuff we've done or haven't done it, salvation is found in no one else. There's no other name under heaven that God has given to us, mankind, by which we must be saved, and that is Jesus.